So we are continuing reading the book uh, by Haridasa Thakur. Still we are in the preface stage. So, in 1871, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote the following while observed in meditation on the Samadhi of Haridasa Thakur. On Haridasa Samadhi, a Saragrahi Vaishnava, O born of Muslim parents Haridas, and trained in youth in Muslim creed, thy noble heart to Vaishnava truth did pass, thy holy acts, thy condor blade. Is there a soul that cannot learn from thee that man must give up sect for God? That thoughts of race and sect can near agree with what they all religion abroad. Thy love of God and brother soul alone bereft thyself of early friends. Thy softer feelings oft to kindness prone led on thyself for higher ends. I weep to read the causes and their men oft pers- persecuted thee, alas, but thou didst nobly pray for the wicked then, for thou wert Vaishnava Haridas. And God is boundless grace to thee, O man, united thee to one who came to save the fallen souls from evil's plan of taking human souls to shame. And he it was who led you all that came for life eternal, holy, pure, and gave you rest in heaven's enduring name, and sacred blessings ever sure. Thy body rests upon the sacred sands of Swargatswar near the sea, who hundreds come to thee from distant lands to enjoy a holy thrilling glee. The waters roar and storming winds assail thy ears in vain, O Vaishnava soul. The charms of Vrindavan thy heart regale, unknown the wheel of time doth roll. He reasons he'll who tell that Vaishnavas die when thou art living still in sound. The Vaishnavas die to live and living try to spread a holy life around. Now let the candid man that seeks to live follow thy way on shores of time. Then posterity sure to him will give like one song in simple rhythm. According to Sharia Muslim law, apostasy is punishable by death, and some contemporary Muslims who follow Sharia impose this penalty on an apostate. The governments at that time enforced a feudal system. Heads of recognized religious groups were given tax exemption and even awarded lands along with their own serfs. Thus, the serfs who worked the lands would pay taxes to the religious heads, to the Mahants, Thakurs, Swamis, or whatever they might be called according to law. When a new group like the Chaitanya movement threatened the faith of their followers, the Hindu religious leaders were concerned with potential loss of income. Later, a similar tension existed between Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur and the Gaudiya Vaishnava Goswami families, who were in some cases prominent landowners. Richard Eaton, the Bengal of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Vaishnavism contemporary scholars discuss the Gaudiya tradition, edited by Stephen J. Rosen, Folk Books, 1992, page 174-175. The true adversaries of the Chaitanya movement at that time were Brahmanas of the Shaktakars, the devotees of Chandi and Manasa. In their view, the whole Kirtana tradition not only caused public disturbances but lacked scriptural authority. Secondly, they accused Chaitanya of identifying himself with God. Thirdly, that he had usurped from Brahmanas, their own monopoly over the use of mantras, and finally, that his group was attracting followers from among the lower classes. Now, I find this last remark very significant because it hints at the social basis of the Chandi and Manasa sects at that time. In other words, Shakta Brahmanas or Smarta Brahmanas seem to have viewed the low classes as their natural constituency, and they saw Chaitanya as threatening to cut in on their potential clientele. So I so I think this really was the basis of their complaints to Kazi. Bhagavad Gita level 55 purport Bhagavad Gita as this audio is Bhaktivedanta Swami letter to 70 level 28. Greek Hagios Hagiography is defined as the biography of a saint, but it carries the additional connotation of a biography that overpraises. Similarly, hagiographies as rendered by worshippers and followers of such saints tend to extol the glories of saintly person or personalities and to overlook biographical detail that would expose character flaws or anomalies. Such work tend to be viewed with cynicism and are treated as historical fiction or myth. Scholars favoring empiricism in historical narrative tend towards extreme skepticism when they are confronted with either miracles or a life of flawless spiritual purity. Therefore, what is to be made of this account of Haridasa Thakur, whose life is so well documented in the medieval works of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita and Sri Chaitanya Bhagavata, both of which are based on eyewitness accounts of the activities of this Vaishnava saint? Are the eyewitnesses all deluded beings who exaggerated to create a good story? Implicit, assum- implicit assumptions are made. If persons are said to display miracles, extraordinary goodness, sublime saintliness, or total selflessness, then such acts and qualities must a priori be exaggerations or lies. Such thinking displays an egocentric and unwarranted prejudice. Atmavan manyate jagat. We think others must think or behave as we do. This is muddled thinking. One may not have met such a saint, but that does not prove that such a person does not exist. This book presents that person the skeptics have not met. The Namachari Haridasa, a Qazi, is a local judge who adjudicates based on Sharia Muslim law, which was established shortly after the time of Muhammad. As such, a Qazi took the role of the local executive, legislative, and judicial government rolled into one. This ends the preface. So, uh, in a summary, in 1871, Srila Bhaktivedanta Thakur wrote the following absurd, uh, uh, just like a song or maybe some poet on Haridas Thakur. He meditated on this, like Haridas Thakur, born in a Muslim family, raised in a Muslim family, and how he developed the whole faith with the tough situations, tough time period. Not even favorable, not even single favorable situation for him in order to do devotional service or chanting. The whole this meditation praises Haridas Thakur. It was meditated by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in 1870. And next, in continuation to that, there is a, we all know that at that time Muslims were ruling the uh, part, uh, part of that country. So there is a law called Sharia. So that is the what is that last stage here is apostasy is punishable by death, and some contemporary Muslims who follow Sharia impose this penalty on an apostate. So what is that? It is saying that the government at that time enforced a system called federal system that heads of the religious groups were given the tax exemption, and also they were given some extra benefits now, like lands with their own serfs. I mean, awarding the lands as a free land, if something like that. So those are the kind of government ruling rules at that time, and that those type of things yeah, threatened the Chaitanya movement technically, because the faith of their followers, that is the Hindu religion leaders, were concerned with potential loss of income. In addition to that, the whole uh, in the yeah there are concerns. I mean, like during that time, this month the Brahmanas or Shakta Brahmanas who were uh, following those things, the devotees of uh, Chandi and Manasa. In their view, the whole Kirtana tradition not only caused public disturbances but lacked scriptural authority. And also, uh, they accused Chaitanya of identifying himself with God. And finally, that they usurped the Brahmanas their own monopoly over the use of mantras. So these are kind of disturbances we have seen during that time, like different type of things. But in spite of all those things, the inspiration point is that uh, Srila Haridasa Thakur, he never sacrificed or he never stepped out of it with anything. He kept on, uh, did his job, and he continuously developed the faith. This is a lot of inspiration to us. Like we are here with a lot of opportunities and everything. We can do our devotional service, chanting very nice way. This, but we are reluctant. We sometimes we may not because of our situation. But we can take Srila Thakur as an example. Instead of going such high, difficult, tough times, we continue chanting. Next, in this last one, last paragraph, which is saying that this Chaitanya, Haridasa Thakur's life is so well documented in this medieval works of Chaitanya Charitamrita and Sri Chaitanya Bhagavata, both of which are based on eyewitness accounts of the activities of this Vaishnava saint. And when we are seeing these witnesses, which, which is creating a very good example story, so we can take in our life and we can continue our journey. But most of the time, we think that whatever we are doing, whatever we are thinking, the opposite person will think and do the same thing. So, Atma one manyate jagat. But in general, that is not. It won't happen. Uh, like this is a muddled thinking. That's what it is saying here. One may not have met such a saint, but that such a person does not exist. So this happened so many years ago. Uh, Sometimes we may think, is it real or it's not like that. This book presents that person the skeptic have not met the Namacharya Haridasa Thakur. That means, in a whole summary, this is giving a lot of inspiration and to continue our chanting. So here I will end my summary.